in our town, right? Big Richard.
You don't say.
He used to bait us all with autographed Shaquille O'Neal stuff to come and spend
How
time.
did he get that? How did he get that? Were they fake?
I don't know if they were fake. We'd never seen anything signed by Shaq. We were so excited.
Obviously, they were fake.
Well, it could have been a conspiracy, like he was working directly with the Orlando Magic at the time.
Shut up.
I mean, you never know.
Big Richard, dude, and I remember
Talking about. You said he baited you. What did you do with this bait?
he would like show. We used to go by his house and get stoned. He was a substitute teacher, right? And he was also 78 years old.
Was there any real teachers?
Way too old.
Is there any real? Like, were they all just like part-time teachers? Part-time should be in jail. Like, what the fuck is happening right now?
I'm gonna do my Andrew Schultz impersonation. No, man, I'll tell you, bro. There's had a lot of perv, dude. It's the bottom of where the Mississippi ends, man. It's where it's very silty alluvial soil down there, man. Teacher, so Big Richard, bro, he invited us over, right? So I go over there and smoke. He invited me and my girlfriend over. We met him at church, right? So I was like, oh, this is Big Richard who teaches us science sometimes, right? Yeah. And my girlfriend's like, what? And she couldn't turn her neck that good, actually, I remember. But she had, I think, early, what's it called when you get like stiffness in your back?
Like arthritis.
Yeah.
Early onset arthritis.
Childhood
EOA,
arthritis
EOA.
or something. Yeah.
Wow.
So she would always be like that, you know?
Yeah. Oh, you made it like Thriller, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, very much. Yeah. Yeah. So me and her though went over to Big Richard's, bro. So next time he said, well, why don't you just come next time and watch a football? I said, okay, Big Richard, I'll come over. So I go over there. He breaks out some weed, right? I'm like, I smoke weed. Sure. I'm a child. I smoke. So next thing you know, we're puffing out, getting gassed out with Big Richard, baby. And he told me, bring your buddies over. Bring your buddies. So now me and all my buddies are over there. And then he took us to a Marilyn Manson concert, bro. Like somehow he knew somebody or whatever. He gets us. We're 16 years old. We're at Marilyn Manson. Like, we're fucking living our dream.
Yeah.
So one time we're over there eating steaks at his house, and my buddy Scotty is in the other room, and I went in the kitchen to get something. And Scotty yelled at me. He goes, hey, man, can you get me some sour cream? Because that a baked potato come with a side item.
Sure.
He goes, hey, can you get me some sour cream? And I said, no, but you can have some of this sweet cream. I was joking.
Yeah.
Semen.
Thanks for clarifying that, by the way.
Yeah. So Big Richard's in the other room, bro, and I hear him go, can I have some? And that's when all of our brains were just like, whoa.
Oh, no.
Bro, you could feel all fucking four of us that were over there.
It all started to connect. Oh, my God.
And we're like, what are we in? We are high. So then it became like.
You were on a date, by the way. If you went to that and then afterwards at steak, you were on a date.
We didn't think of it, man. That's how pedophiles
God.
get you, man, because you don't think it's a thing. You don't think it's a date. You think it's just eating steak with a man.
When did he bring the Shaq cards out?
So then after that, it started getting like, I'll take one of y'all to Vegas if you want to go. There's big offers, And I mean, it's a small town, so it's like, dude, you want to go to Vegas? We'd never even heard, we'd seen maybe a drawing of Vegas or somebody scream it or somebody, yelling it while they're beating their wife or whatever, But we'd never been to Las Vegas. So everybody, buddy of mine took a trip with him out there.
Somebody told me Black Guys Come has music in it. Have you heard that? Yeah, jazz.
Somebody
it's like jazz, blues kind of a thing, yeah. It's like Thelonious Monk.
Yeah,
that's what it is, yeah.
It's got a little Leon Bridges in the back.
And it's thicker, too, because I've tasted it. It's thicker. But, yeah, it's a thick, good stuff. Dude, well, it was a fat black guy, so maybe that's fat black guys have thicker cum.
Oh, I'm sure they do, dude. Even just by looking at them, they're not.
Yeah. It's got diabetes in it for sure.
Well, they're not. They're definitely throwing a creme, a creme brulee, he used to give us maybe $4 or something. And to look in his ass, bro, and he'd walk about like 20 feet off and hold his ass open. As long as we looked, we got the money. So just shit like that, just bored people.
Partner? Did he have who made sure you looked? How could he?
Who made sure you got paid? That's what I want to know.
He gave the money first.
Okay, gotcha. Because that would be a shitty deal.
At a certain point, you were kind of grandfathered in. If he knew you were going to look, you kind of got the money up front.
Your grandfather did. 100%.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you this. So somebody got a CB radio by us, So this one lady that used to do substitute teaching, right? Her son had like his mouth was always real slippery. He had like a kind of a salivary deal.
Disorder.
I wouldn't say disorder. Okay. But he had like
It's a deal.
he was missing a gasket on one of the edges. I would say that.
Just leaking.
Yeah, he definitely, yeah. Like you wouldn't fucking, if he leaned his head to one side, dude, you're gonna have to dry him up, So this fella one time named Michael was his name. And he, so anyway, his mom would hook up with his boy Clint, like Clip, but with an N in it. Was how he said his name. When people would be like Clint, like Clip, but with an N in it. You're like, that's a way to do it. Anyway, so his mom would make us stay out in his car when she would come over and they would hook up in the house. So he had a CB radio, right? So he was 16. He's in there hooking up with the teacher. We'd be on the CB on the ham radio, just kirk, 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 pigeon to fucking hospital or whatever, and so some dude comes off the interstate, right, one day in a semi-truck into our neighborhood. This guy ended up being a pedophile. We didn't know. Me and fucking lip Michael were in his truck. He fucking making us eat Tootsie Rolls inside of his truck, right? The guy who's inside with Michael's mom comes out, sees what's going on, and beats the shit out of the dude, man.
Oh my God.
Pulled
Wait,
guy-
the dude was feeding you candy?
Tootsie Rolls.
doing how much Tootsie Rolls we could fit in our mouths. And we didn't know.
Was it like a test?
You ate the candy.
I didn't. I mean, I had probably 4 in my mouth. I had a small mouth.
Oh no!
How many was in his
He
mouth?
didn't eat it like that.
When I have a small mouth, but I've always had a small throat, so I'm afraid to have a lot in my mouth at once. Dude, I remember when I was young, the first fella I even ever masturbated to was a buddy who had big tits like that.